From the opposition team, they argue about technology and other things. But first, let me review some of arguments of leader of opposition. First, fight is never a small thing. Fight can cause bigger problems. Now let me review to the opposition team. First, they say that technology is very comfortable to other people, and that's true. But this does technology more important than people's life. Second, they said that people can fight every time, and fight isn't a small problem. But it can cause bigger problems too. And third, you can talk to another people when you're driving. And it's just the same as talking to a cell phone, and that can lead to disasters too. And they didn't refute to our team's main argument that the job and the taxi drivers, and they said they can die to hunger, but Heidi said that there can be other alternatives. They didn't refute to the argument. Now let me support my opinion based on the statement of using cell phones in automobiles must be banned. In my opinion, I think using cell phones in cars must be banned because of these reasons I'm going to mention today. The first, second, third arguments were supported by the Deputy Prime Minister, and now I'm going to support our House's main arguments once again. The first argument was based on safety, the fact that public safety is more important than individual safety. Safety plays an important role in a person's life. No one's happy when they're not safe. As a matter of fact, if we ban cell phones in automobiles, the percentage of accidents will decrease. Also, driving while using a cell phone is very common and poses a major threat to people's lives on the road. Well, first, the cell phone is a wonderful invention, and being able to pick up the phone anywhere or anytime and place a call is a great freedom to have at our fingertips. Who doesn't have a cell phone these days? Who doesn't pick them up and use them freely, wherever and whenever? Our lives are very busy. Society tells us we can do everything we can do. People are using cell phones more than ever to conduct businesses while on the road. However, the problem is that it becomes such a phenomenon to talk on the phone wherever we are that people everywhere seem to have been lost all common sense and manners for when to use these little marvels of technology. For example, according to the Samsung Traffic Safety Institute, if you drive as well as using cell phones, a braking distance is about 45 meters. It is 26.6 meters longer than the braking distance of drunken people. Another example is that it is supported by the New York Times News. According to a New York Times article, Janet Forster, president and CEO of NSC, said that studies show that driving while talking on a cell phone is extremely dangerous and puts drivers at a 4 times greater risk of a crash. Driving drunk is also dangerous and against the law. When our friends have been drinking, we take the car keys away. It's time to take the cell phones away. I definitely agree with the statement because a study from the Harvard Center on Risk Analysis estimates that the cell phone while driving contributes to 6% of crashes when it equals to 636,000 crashes and 330,000 injuries, 12,000 serious injuries and 2,000 deaths each year, and a tab of 4,300 billion. Secondly, our team's second main argument is about the problems that can be caused by using cell phones. Cell phones are actually bad to our health and cause harms for your body. First damage is mental health. The number of addiction is increasing, and if you use cell phones in your car, it can increase the number of addiction a little. And if you use cell phone while driving, it can also mean that you are really addicted and need to stop. Banning cell phones while driving can help that a little bit too. Next, it can damage your body, physical problems. You can get your body hurt by the accident. And the electrons waves cause brain cancer, which is very bad and have a big chance of death. For example, according to National Research Center, in July 2008, Dr. Ronald Herbermann, director of the University of Pittsburgh Cancer Institute, made quite a stir in the media when his warning to staff was made public. He told his employees that cell phone radiation may present more of a health risk we have thought. He advised that rather than wait for definite studies, we should immediately curb our cell phone use, and especially cell phone use by children. Thirdly, the victims will be very angry and they can cause other accidents. And it's worse than just getting in accidents. The victims will be more angry if they realize that it has been caused by cell phone using. In conclusion, our heart thinks that cell phones must be banned because first, they are not safe, and we think we have won this argument, and it can cause health problems. Also, victims can be angry. Thank you.